how fast anybody figures out exactly what it is that is going on, and we'll see whether or not the crew finds the new feed. Hold on, people. This may work or it may not. We're trying here. Check. All right, look at this. There's my crew. Never a doubt. Well, people, way to roll with the punches, huh? You guys are impressive. Hopefully, everybody saw that and saw my. I'm talking, and the next thing I know, the camera is black. We just got bounced off. Raven gives me a 5x5. Take two, right? Now, if there is anybody still over on the other one, let's see, people. Hold on one second. New feed. Bear with me. Yeah. Well, I think people, we might have left a few people over there on the other side, but they're coming. Okay, people. Thank you. We're rolling with the punches. It's always impressive. But what it really boils down to, people, I'm not exactly sure where I left off, but I think the gist of what was going on was, sorry, we got to that aqua. All right, no squirreling today then. What we were talking about, people, is just the ripple effects. Right? We're talking about the crew and what this means, and how moving forward from the front and from the position that Mark and I hold here at the lifeboat, it is a very unique spot. Seventh Son, thank you. The Captain's Technical Education Fund. My hands were here, man. No one's blaming this on my hands. Seventh Son, you are a funny guy. Yeah, funny guy. My hands were here. I wasn't anywhere near that. Like, look, people, I'm over here. I got the microphone. I'm nowhere near the camera or anything else. I'll not take that. I do not have a problem taking the heat when my large fingers cause problems. But this one, please, people, that you cannot blame the captain on this one. There we go. Take two, and we're back in the saddle. I cannot be blamed for this one, people. I cannot be blamed for this one. This one was purely the fault of our partners at that agency, who I won't say because I wouldn't want them to be mad at me, but you know what I'm talking about, right? A little red button with a plaything on it. Yeah, that one was all them and not me. I promise you that I cannot be blamed for that one at all. I'm going to blame Mark for this. And I'm going to blame Mark because he's not here and probably can't hear me. No, I'm kidding. But no, what I was saying was, we can't take a tremendous amount of credit for what happens here. We really can't. What has transpired? Wow. Okay. What has transpired here is unique in many, many ways, and this entire live feed and the previous 40 minutes of the last live feed are really just an opportunity for Mark and for myself to let you know that we get it, that we are the luckiest guys on YouTube. Most of YouTube has an awful lot to worry about in terms of what they have to do to create content and to do the things that they do. Thank you, CW. I appreciate that. Thank you for being simply amazing. Boy, I bet he was talking about Mark. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But that's awesome. I love you guys. But for the rest of the people on YouTube, they've got a headache of unbelievable proportion, right? They got to keep creating content. And, what do you see on YouTube? You got guys that do challenges, and you got guys that do pranks, and you got guys that do... We come here, and the product that we need to create, and the product that we have to, to put out each and every day are the people who show up here. You understand the dynamic of this, right? The lifeboat isn't about anything other than the people right now in this comment section, leaving comments. And for those who are just observing, that is what this is about. It is the people who come here and the people who have said, this is it. and drawn a line in the sand, right? We did a video the other day called crossing the line. And the individuals who have said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, it's not a cliche. I'm tired of living a life like the one that I've been living for the last X number of years, right? That's really what this boils down to, is that we have a place here right now that individuals are finding and calling home. And the tribute to that, the reason that the name of this was the epic crew, is because we get it. And I don't want you thinking for a hot second we don't. We allude to it from time to time on the live feeds, but make no mistake about it, we get it. The fact that we have been blessed by the people that have shown up here, and it's like rolling a snowball down a hill, right? When you start to try to make a snowman, you get this little snowball and you pack it for all you people down in Florida. You pack the snowball and you start to roll it, and the snow attracts all of the other snow, and then by the time you've rolled it 3 feet, it's getting really big, and by the time you've rolled it 100 feet, it's almost impossible to continue to move. But that's what's happening, and the crew of the lifeboat are picking up people just like the crew of the lifeboat. What is drawing the people that we have here, and the reason that they don't need a break-in period of time, like the people that you're seeing who are coming here now, they get here and in lockstep, in 2 seconds, they're part of this crew. And the reason for that is they're attracted by you. They are like-minded. They are the same people. We're all in this boat together. And I just saw the Chili Mancer's name. Donnie, I was saying really lovely stuff about you earlier. I love you, Donnie. I really do. Donnie's one of the absolute great guys in the chili community, and one of the absolute great guys I've met ever. And it is Redemption Day for the Chili Mancer, and I couldn't be happier. It's sometimes it's ugly what happens to individuals. We've seen it. We've seen it time and time again. That the bully mentality and the piling on mentality of people that just decide that, ooh, look, somebody we could pick on. And that went on for a bit, and to watch that stop is just awesome. And the truth is, if you just stay true to yourself and you do the right thing, chances are that all works out in the end, right? That really is what happens. But I figured I would throw that out just in case the Chili Mancer didn't catch the last video where I talked about him for a hot minute. But Chili Mancer, what happened is the camera, my hands were over here, the camera just, right, shut down. I got kicked out. Then everybody picked on me because I'm not particularly good with technology. As I was saying earlier, everything I'm really bad at, you're really good at. Like, you have the, if you've never been over to the Chili Mancer's channel, you really should go over there. Stop with the finger stuff, V. You should go over there and check it out, because the things that he does are just amazing. He's got the special effects and the characters and all the different things that he does. Like, he gets the whole computer thing. He's a little better at it than I am. Yeah, the stuff that he does with green screen and everything else, it really is just amazing to watch him. Hey, careful what you promise there, Chili Mancer. Careful what you promise. But yeah, go and check out the last live feed, because it happens to be a one of relevance too. I think it's good timing. If you've never gone over to check out the Chili Mancer, this would be a good one to go check out. But people, this is a tribute to all of the people on the boat. So to all of you who are here day in, day out, doing what you do, Raven, good to see you. Especially an answer to all of the individuals, and a shout out to all of the individuals on our wrench crew who come here every day and work, for lack of a better way to put it. Honestly, if you watch what happens with with the wrench crew here, these are people that put an awful lot. Thank you, Chili Mancer. That means the world to me, Donnie. It really does. And you're right. The boat has become very, very important to a lot of people, and it is the crew that is making that happen. Saigon, the wrench crew. It's the crew that's making this happen. And our wrench team is second to none. We really do have the greatest mods anywhere on YouTube. I will put them up against anybody, professional or otherwise. There is nobody out there that does more, with what they do. Holds wrench high. That's right. Wave those wrenches in the air. And I mentioned that Donnie gave you a shout out on the when I was over there, and it's a testament to how hard you people work. It's not just a matter of keeping the haters at bay, which could be a full-time gig if you happen to be around me. But more importantly, it's being there for people who are hurting, and to be there to support people who say, "I'm having a bad day." It's more than just the average wrench crew kind of stuff. So many people on the lifeboat, even if they're having a bad day, come here and give back. The haters would be uncomfortable here. Good, yeah, good vibes. You know what? Yeah, they might be. They might be. But it's again, it's a testament to all of you. It really is, and it's contagious. I promise you, it is. It's contagious. I have watched individuals who came in here pretty negative people, and have now sort of fallen into just there is an amazing amount of power to. It is okay to have a bad day. It's an amazing thing to watch people support people when they're having one of those days. There aren't too many places in cyberspace, and there aren't too many places in social media where you can come and be honest and say things like, "I'm going through a bad time." You know, I've told this story, and I guess I feel a little bit more comfortable telling it because there are parties who aren't here today, but there are websites out there to support people who are sick, right? There are people on YouTube who had beautiful ideas. And the idea was, if you're suffering through something as vicious as cancer, if we could put a place together where all of these people could come and talk about what it means to have chemo, and what it means to go through radiation therapy, and all of the things that they suffer through. It was a very similar concept to what we do, and they wanted to give these people a place to know that they're not alone, and that there's other people out there that they can discuss these kind of difficult things with. And trolls go there and pick on people who are dying of cancer and say just god awful things to them. And there are people on this boat who have loved ones on these sites who get heckled. That's the world that we live in. So the fact that there is an oasis here where people can come and talk about very, very serious issues, and really talk about things like making themselves better. I have to go get my son. Okay. Yeah, there's no doubt. It's the Father of the Year award. So take care of that boy. God bless you. And if we're still here, we'll see you when you get back. It's amazing that there are people out there that can produce that kind of hate, and it's amazing that there are people out there that when you get something that is beautiful, just want to decimate it. But that's the nature of the world. And what we've been able to do here, because of the Blue Wrench crew, and because of the fact that you're right, that a lot of the haters just get repulsed by how kind all of you are. I think that there's a lot of that goes on. It's just, you're kryptonite to haters. There really is something to that. There's a whole lot of kryptonite that's going on here. And but people, I promise you, I'll even tell you, the show that I was going to be doing tonight was about sugar, because the number of people who reach out to me each and every week and say that the white powder that they wrestle with is not cocaine or methamphetamine, but is sugar. I've been doing some research and sort of delving into that. Again, people, it just gets down to that two-part addiction again, right? It doesn't much matter what the first part of the addiction is, because the second part of the addiction is always the same. It's the parts of your brain doing the exact opposite of what they're supposed to do. They're telling you that you're doing the right thing when you're doing the wrong thing. The reward center of the brain is the enemy of the addict, plain and simple. Now, whether the first component is cocaine or sugar, granted, there's some differences, right? There's some very big differences. But either way, we're all in the same boat. So tonight, what I was going to be talking about was sugar addiction, and we will get to it. I promise you. We're going to be getting to it this week. But there is, the real white devil. There's no question, because look at just our country right here, Donnie. The number of people in America who are now considered clinically obese is better than 50%. It's staggering to think about this, but we're the first culture in history that are going to have more people die this year because they ate too much versus people who starve. This is not something that the human condition was ever prepared to deal with. But the truth of the matter is that we're killing ourselves eating. So I will be doing a show on sugar, and we're going to be doing Actually, we're going to be doing more than one show on sugar, but and on eating disorders in general because I'm getting so many people who are reaching out to me about that, and I want to make sure that we get that taken care of. We really do want to support each and every person on this boat in whatever it is that they're struggling with, and we're always going to strive to do that. You know what, people? I could cry. I swear to you. I told you, right? I shoot on this very large screen, and I have, I can see things, and they kind of go quick, but when I look up and the number of likes match the number of people who are in the who are on the live feed, it literally puts a lump in my throat. It really does. I really appreciate you people. I do, and every day every day it's just a little bit, it's just a little bit more overwhelming. DJ Daddy-O, that's my friend, Mr. T. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I really do. God bless you. And I got to use him as an example, and I know I do that. I probably pick on him, but I got to do this. And I'll lump you in with somebody else so that you're not alone. Like DJ Daddy-O reached out to me and told me a great deal about his life. And I'll tell you something. When I see the name scroll up now, instead of it just being an avatar, I look at it and I know exactly who he is. I know exactly what he does. And I know it just. Please, people, if you've never reached out to me, right? Please take the time to do that. It makes a very big difference in what I do. I hope you understand that. It really does. So my email is captaintommyscoville@gmail.com. Captain TommyScoville@gmail.com. Please take the time to reach out. CW sent me a beautiful email as well, telling me where he's at in life. I've gotten some from a lot of you, but if I haven't, you should be ashamed of yourself. No, I'm kidding, but I do want to know about the crew, especially if you're not just an observer. I mean, if you're someone whose name I see every single time that I come up, Oculi. I love you, my brother. I really do. If you're one of those people whose names I see all of the time. Because you've made a personal connection to each of us. Donnie says, thanks, Donnie. He says, I need to mention that we are here because you've made a personal connection to each of us. You take the time to actually care about us. You know what, Donnie, I swear to God I do. I really do. Wages. Mark, that's uncalled for. Wages, you're in trouble. Seriously. Shouldn't that have gone to Zycam or something? Poor Mark, man. Thank you, Mark. I love you, man. I really do. It's my penance for being absent. Yeah, he's just saying that because he thinks that I did it with my big fingers. I was nowhere near the camera. I had nothing to do with that. But you see that, people? Mark is here, so feel free to embarrass Mark because we don't. He just does not get enough embarrassment on a day-to-day basis. So, yeah, the fingers. It is. It's what it is, man. I got really big hands. But the camera isn't even I can't even, had nothing to do with me this time. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. People, please, if, wow. That was an old friend that weighed in and said something beautiful, and thank you. Thank you. It means the world to me, people. It really does. But you know something? You guys stink. The purpose of this video was to talk about the crew, and that's where it's going to stay. So stop with yeah. Let's continue to talk about the crew. I am humbled every single day to be associated with you people and to get to wear the cool hat. Because. For better or for worse, I will be the face of the lifeboat for the rest of my time on this planet, and I'm going to be able to take a whole lot of credit for all of the things that you people do, and that's something that I'll wrestle with, and I'll have Mark to help me out because Mark is always there to just be a brother. I got the gentleman on the other side of the glass is an absolute wizard in so many more ways than one. He makes the boat look good, but People, you just haven't been there when the things start flying around the room, or when I want to say that, boy, I am tired of this. Mark's always there to say, take a deep breath, calm down. We can't talk about how cool the crew is without talking. Thank you. Thank you, Fiona. You're all in trouble, man. Tomorrow you'll be swabbing decks for the next 4 videos you watch. That is what is going to happen. You have my word. So this week, coming up, people, because this is Sunday, tomorrow, please tune in the morning. It is going to be essential that you do. We have we have a big week coming up. There's a couple of interviews that I've been promising you for a long time that are going to be coming up this week. And we are going to be starting a series of sorts. And it is going to be all about food addictions, eating disorders, things of that nature. A crew member personally asked me to do that in one of the live feeds, and it is a extremely valued member of this crew. So I have been taking time during the evening to do a little bit more study on it, because it's a Santiago Lazo says this is a beautiful and healthy human interaction. Some of us don't get that often. Thanks for everything. What a beautiful thing to say, man. That is absolutely a beautiful thing to say. That is awesome. And you know what? It's the truth. We've said it before, people, and we're just going to keep saying it. It's one of those things you're going to hear from now until the end of time. They say you can't choose your family. Baloney. You can choose your family. We have done that here. And I really hope, Santiago, that we see a whole lot of you, and that you have chosen this to be a part of our family here as well, because we really are. It's not one of those things. Everybody loves saying that, Our family here at YouTube, and then they don't talk to the people, or they talk down to them or anything else. You've seen it. It's just one of those things. It's a YouTube phenomenon. But I'm here to tell you that this really is a family. And if you don't believe me, just read the comment section, right? Go through and pick any video and read the comment section. It's one of those things that it is self-evident, right? Seventh Son says, 21-day Brandon. You know what? I believe we're on 2-day Brandon. But the fact is, Brandon is here, and he's up, and he's fighting the good fight. Chili Mancer says, I believe it 100%. That's because you are a member of this family, Donnie. I love you. I really do. So, people, I'll tell you what. We don't need to end this, right? We did it in 2 videos. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm really going into full squirrel mode. Yep. And we're just going to do a little, get in the comments section and actually spend a little time with you. Thank you all for being so inviting and great. I wish the best for all of you. Santiago, thank you. We hope to see you back here, my brother. We really hope this is a home for you. That would be absolutely awesome. Let's see here. Christine, so good to see you back. Tell me Christine is not a technological wizard. Seventh Son, you do not need to be sorry. I promise you. And Brandon doesn't think you need to be sorry either. People, stumbling is part of what we do. It is the nature of what we do, right? It happens. Now, do we want it to happen? Of course not. But you know what? Brandon's over it. I promise he is. Brandon has this in perspective. And the beautiful thing, and what we have taken our hat off to, is that Brandon was back here immediately. There was no, I'll see you in 9 days after I go on a bender. He realized that he made a mistake. He got back up, he dusted himself off, and he was here the next day. And you know something, people? None of us needed to know. Brandon could have come back and said, hey, day, night. No. He came back and said, I stumbled, but I'm here. You know what that is, people? That's honesty from an addict. If you don't think that man is making strides, then you don't understand addiction. You follow me? Brandon, you got nothing, bud. Pump your fist in the air. You got nothing to be ashamed of. The fact that you came here, look, we're in cyberspace. People have an opportunity here to say whatever they want. So when somebody comes here and says, I stumbled yesterday, they have taken a leap this big in their life because they're being honest when you don't need to. You follow me? I'm so proud of Brandon, I don't know what to do. For real. I am blown away, Brandon, at how far you've come, and I'm blown away at the speed that you came back to the table with honesty. That's just beautiful, beautiful stuff, right? That's the dream. I've said this before. It's not about stopping doing the chemical, right? It's not. And you're right, Greta. Everybody stumbles, right? We talked about this before. If you're new to the channel, you watch a kid take his first steps. He takes about 3 of them, and then he drops to his butt. And nobody standing there says, hey, he just fell down, right? Everybody says, he took 3 steps. We're all babies in sobriety. We really are. That's how we start, every one of us. And when you take 2 or 3 steps and you land on your diaper, we're going to celebrate the 2 or 3 steps. The fact that you're fighting and doing this every day, that's what this is all about, right? We don't grade people on successes and failures here. We're not a judgmental organization. And if you haven't got that yet, I promise you will. We do not judge. We don't. That is not how we do it here, right? So we don't judge. And I'm proud as hell of Brandon. I really am. As I've said before, it's not about stopping your substance. It's about becoming a new creation. You understand? It's not about, you can cut booze out of your life and still be a jackwagon. Trust me, those people are out there, right? People who stop doing drugs that are the same jackwagon they were before they stopped doing drugs. They're cruel, they're hateful, they're spiteful. No, it's about becoming the best you that you can be. And when somebody comes back and says, I'm not 20 days sober, I fell off the wagon yesterday, but I'm back and I'm here. That's a transformation, right? What is the number one characteristic of all addicts? They lie. They lie. They lie to protect their addiction. They lie to protect their image. They lie for every single reason under the sun. That is the truth, right? Brandon's not lying. And for that, looks tremendous amount like page 3, Brandon. So it's going to take some tune-ups. It's part of what we do. Relapse is not the end of the world. It's the beginning of it, right? Your last relapse, that's the high 5. That's when we start doing victory laps, right? But in the process, we're not judging anybody for that. People, if you want to start judging people for relapses, then I need to be like keel-hauled, right? Made to walk the plank. Nobody relapsed more than I did. I promise you. I honestly don't believe you could find somebody that tried and failed as often as I did. I don't think you could. But here I am, the captain of the lifeboat, sober, and talking to people about sobriety. Boy, if you'd told me that one 6 years ago, I'd have gotten a laugh out of it. But what is that name? Is that Proxy? It's his 78th birthday. No way. Santiago, the one that was just here, 78. Happy 78th, Santiago. From everybody on the lifeboat and from Captain Tommy. I cannot, that is just absolutely awesome. Did you hear that, everybody? Yeah, that is absolutely awesome. Happy 78th, Santiago. Oh, happy birthday to your friend Santiago. Not me. I'm 20. Even better. You got plenty of time. No, but Santiago, happy 78th birthday to the proper Santiago. Happy 78th birthday from the captain and crew of the lifeboat. God bless you. And here's to 78 more, huh? Beautiful. That is awesome. That is awesome. And I'll tell you something, people. We're doing great stuff, and we've got 2 Santiagos, right? You've got to love the. No, thank you. We're happy, absolutely happy to do it, man. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. You got to love Facebook. Did I say Facebook? Yes. Head over to Facebook and check out the Safe Harbor over there. Can someone put up the link to our Facebook group? You know who's going to do it? You watch who gets it up there first. If we get a link up there to our Facebook group, that would be awesome. And people, a shout out to the great people at YouTube who are happily pushing the lifeboat into ports we never would have seen without them. They are doing absolutely amazing things, and we could not be more blessed. We really couldn't. It's called Meta. That's right. Miss V, thank you. It is going to be meta from this point forward, from what I understand. That is, I don't know. Seemed like Facebook was a pretty good name, but okay. We'll go with meta. So head over to the meta safe harbor. We'll still be called the lifeboat. And so the other one, Greta, the other one, ride the wave. The lifeboat, blessed. Yes. Contact Tommy at CaptainTommyScoville@gmail.com. You know what? People, I love you. I really do. What we're going to do is we are going to call this an evening. I want to thank everybody for tuning in twice, because it's always impressive when one person tunes in, but when two do. Me and Santiago are going to try the Carolina Reaper. Do I have any tips to alleviate the pain? There are no tips to alleviate the pain. No, truthfully, I'll do this. And this will not make me popular, but yeah, I'll do it. There are things that will take the sting out of a Reaper, especially the Reaper, and I don't normally do pepper stuff here, but because it's a birthday, the Carolina Reaper attacks the back of the throat, and Donnie can back me up on this. Every pepper burns in a different place. There are peppers that attack the tongue, right? You get habaneros come to mind, like little needles that get you on the tongue. You eat a Carolina Reaper, it burns the back of your throat in a way that you cannot imagine. Nothing hurts quite like a Carolina Reaper in the back of your throat. People will tell you that milk will take the sting off of that. I'm here to tell you that there's just no truth to that. However, lemon juice will take a little bit of the sting out. It's not going to make it easy by any stretch of the imagination, but it will take a little bit of the sting out. It really will. So have some lemon juice handy. And here's one of the other things. If you feel after you've eaten this like you might vomit, don't fight it. Let that come up. Because let us just say that if it's done and heading the other direction, that's not the most pleasant thing in the world either. So you will experience capsaicin cramps if you eat an entire Carolina Reaper. I would say eat a very, very small piece, and it will give you a really good idea of the burn. Don't eat a whole one. There's absolutely no reason, especially if you're not a chili head, if this isn't something that you do all the time, this is the top of the food chain for pain. This is really... It's a hot pepper, man. It really is a hot pepper. It is also the pepper that we use over for Johnny, my brother's tube of terror. And if you've never tried one of those peanuts, they are unbelievable. Oculi Mortis, you are a great man, OM. You are an absolutely great man. My baloney has a first name. It's OSCAR? Yeah, Saigon, I'm old enough. All right, people. We're going to call it an evening. Deja Tommy has my email if you want to email me. Yes, I do. I do have Charlie Mullins' email. If you need it, you can reach out to me, and I will make sure that you get that. People, this boat's about you. Make no mistake about it. This boat is about you. Thank you for all of the nice things that you said about myself and about Mark tonight. But we know exactly what's going on. There is no two ways about it. Bottom line is, this boat's about you. And you people are making it great, and you're making it great day in, day out. I am so proud to be affiliated with this group of people. Truthfully, it is an honor to serve on this boat. And Mark and I ain't going nowhere. Bank on that. Between now and tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, when every one of you is going to show up and look at the cool video that I do, reach out there and try to save somebody, huh? Thank you, Fee. Thank you, Greta. Let's see, am I missing anybody? We got everyone here. Charlie Mullins, Deja, C.W. Terry, the whole crew. Oculi Mortis. I'll tell you what. Christine, thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing. You really are. It's so great to have you here. OM, Bent Genetics. I didn't see you in the house until now. Good to see you, Bent. Charlie Mullins, the person I'm going to tell that I love them today is you. Charlie, I love you. DJ Daddy-O, Mr. T, love ya. And Andrea Tillett. Andrea, good night. Thank you so much. People, Jesse Brown. Did I miss anybody? I hate missing people. To any of you who I have missed, Greta, thank you so much. To anyone I have missed or anyone who is not doing the L thing but is just observing, we love you. Between now and tomorrow, reach out and try to save somebody. Good night, fam.